Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is to unpack more about the narcissist discard, as a lot of us get stuck on this stage. Any relationship breakdown is painful, any relationship breakdown can be difficult. However, with the compassion for each other, it can usually be done as harmless as possible as a relationship breaks down. However, with a narcissistic person, they can discard you when you needed them the most. They often blame you for discarding you, and they often discard you, giving you no closure, or they can discard you when things are seemingly actually going well for once, which leaves us feeling frustrated and confused and not sure what's actually happening, often blaming ourselves and not looking at who the narcissist is as a person. So when it comes to the narcissist discard means to rid yourself of something that you no longer find useful, you no longer find desirable. Therefore, it's nothing to do with who you are as a person and everything to do with who the narcissist is as a person. When we look at narcissistic people are after a supply of something, whether that's a supply of financial help, whether that's a supply of a roof over their head, whether that's a supply of their image, perceived image looking good to the outside world, whether that's a supply of adoration, a supply of attention, whatever it is, whatever a narcissist has a need of you for, that is on them. They're not looking for that two-way relationship. You don't attract narcissistic people because something is wrong with you. You attract narcissistic people because they need something, or they want something from you, or they want to destroy something for you, and that is on them and who they are as a person. The narcissist discard is never truly about you, it's about who they are as a person. As a narcissist is all about supply, when they no longer believe they're getting the supply they deserve is when they will discard you. So the underlying reason, the root cause to why a narcissist will discard you is because they're no longer getting the supply they want from you, whatever that supply is to that individual narcissist. And you can give it your all. You can give them absolutely everything, because they are self-entitled people, because they are envious people, as they lack the empathy to care about you. It will never be enough for them. Not because you're not good enough, but because they're forever seeking more supply of something. So you can give a narcissist everything. It's still not going to be enough for them. So one reason a narcissist might discard is because they fear exposure, or because you have exposed them in some way, because you've spoken to someone about them in some way. A narcissist might be looking for a supply from you to help sell others a false image of who that narcissistic person is. Their credibility, their identity, their reputation. They're trying to uphold that within the community, and you potentially exposing some of their behaviour is going to dent their ego. They're going to be fearful that people might see the narcissist for who they actually are and not who they're selling themselves to be. So the supply that you're giving the narcissist, that's helping the narcissist's image, is coming into question. Therefore, the narcissist is going to seek ways to discard you in a manner where they can blame you before you can expose who the narcissist actually is. And if they're trying to uphold an image, and you might expose their false image, some narcissistic people are a little bit more calculated. Some narcissistic people will just quickly up and leave, quickly up and discard and move on. Other narcissistic people might love bomb you back into the relationship to uphold that image that they're selling to those around them, to claim that you're the one that's just having a temporary meltdown. And one way they can do this is by love bombing you back into the relationship. And once they've got you where they want you, carefully devaluing who you are as a person again, draining who you are as a person again, which is another reason why a narcissistic person will discard you when they've drained you, when you're hit by illness after illness and no longer serving the narcissist needs, no longer supplying the narcissist what the narcissist is requiring from you. So when you're drained, they're going to discard you. Understandably, all the stress of that relationship has a knock-on effect on our immune system and often leads to lots of illnesses. It leads to depression and anxiety, which helps the narcissist no end. Now, they will discard you because you're now in need of them, so they're not going to be there for you because you're no longer serving them. However, if you almost expose them and they pulled you back into the relationship and they've sunk you into the depths of despair, they can start gaining sympathetic attention from others. They can start smearing your name. They can start ruining your reputation, destroying your character, so that the narcissist can keep a hold of the perceived image they're trying to sell to others. So the narcissist can then start smearing your name and doing it in a way where they're getting the maximum sympathy of everything the narcissist is doing to try and help you, but you've turned into an alcoholic. You're the one that's forever ill and you're faking these illnesses. You're the one that's not there for them. And they're going to go on and on about how much they do for you, yet they're going to claim that you are the one that's no longer there for them, so that they can smear your name. And they're going to discard you when you're forever not feeling well, not feeling yourself, because you're no longer supplying the narcissist with the adoration, with the happiness that the narcissist is requiring from you. They're often lacking things within themselves that they are searching for within you. And when you're stressed, when you're depressed, you might take to a drink or two. You might start reacting. A narcissist is going to bait some emotions within you. They're going to provoke emotions such as frustration, such as anger, resentment, jealousy, and they're going to provoke these within you, and then they're going to bait you in front of an audience to get you to react to the narcissist, so that the narcissist can stand there and say, see, look what I have to put up with, so that people feel sorry for the narcissist and people praise the narcissist for getting away from you, not recognizing what the narcissist has actually done to you. And this is quite shocking when you think things are seemingly going so well and then they just up and leave you. A narcissistic person, although they lack in empathy, they do have some cognitive empathy, so they know exactly what emotions to use against you, how to guilt trip you, how to pity play with you, how to manipulate your emotions. So when they've got you to a point where you might have finally had enough of them, they might love bomb you, show you that what most people perceive as the honeymoon period, the excitement of the relationship. So they might love bomb you to sell you an illusion of what things could be, to lull you into that false sense of security, that false sense of hope. And then once they've got you where they want you, they're going to drop you, they're going to discard you, they're going to get rid of you as punishment for thinking about leaving them, because a narcissistic person doesn't want to be the one who's left. If they are, they will play the victim. They want to be the one that does the discarding. However, with their Hoover maneuvers, often the final discard does come from you. When you go no contact, when you go grey rock, the final discard often comes from you. When you're no longer reacting to them, when you've stopped supplying them with that emotional energy that they are requiring from you, whether that is positive emotional energy, whether you can recognize that they've just done something purely because they want attention. So you're no longer giving them that attention, or they're doing something purely because they want that reaction. So you're no longer giving them that reaction. They're no longer getting that emotional energy from you, and as you're no longer giving them the supply of the emotional energy, they will discard you. Narcissists are usually looking for positive feedback, positive energy, but if they're not going to get that from you, they're going to seek to get that negative reaction from you so that they can blame you for your negative reaction to their actions, so that they don't have to take responsibility for their actions. Or, as narcissistic people are incredibly envious people, they might just see something they want that somebody else has. A bigger house, a better car, an advantage of a job opportunity, an advantage of an area to live in. Whatever it is that narcissist is envious of within another person that they're looking for that supply for, they might discard you because they seemingly want something from the new. It's nothing to do with who you are. They just want something that the new supply has. Again, there's nothing you do to attract narcissistic people. You don't attract narcissistic people because of who you are as a person. You attract them because they need some form of supply from you, whatever supply it is that narcissist is searching for. The discard has nothing to do with who you are as a person, and everything to do with who they are as a person, and how cruel and calculated and manipulative and deceptive, and how much they use people for their own advantage. The discard's difficult because even though a narcissist will devalue us, when they discard us, we lose the person who is helping us identify with ourselves. They sell us an illusion that we're not enough, and we go to them for answers, and they devalue us all the more. So we lose the person who's defining our identity in a negative way. We lose the person who's defining our emotions in a negative way. We lose the person who's defining our worth in a negative way, which isn't really a loss. We've just got to learn to define our identity for ourselves, our emotions for ourselves, our worth for ourselves, which is a process. When you've been discarded by a narcissist, you need to have something to aim for in the future that's a positive aim. So while you're working to achieve that aim in the future, you can let go of the pain of the past. Confidence often comes in the process of learning, in the process of doing. None of us are perfect. We make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. A lot of us can fear starting something because we usually suck at something when we first start doing anything. However, the way to build the confidence is by doing it, know we suck, learn from our mistakes, and do it again and again and again until we actually start to see ourselves getting somewhere and building that bit of confidence up and doing it more. No child learns to walk straight away. Technically, there might be the one or two that will jump up and just walk, but however, it still takes a few months. They're not born and start walking. It still takes time, development, to get to the stage where they're ready to learn to walk. Some, it only takes a matter of hours. Some it can take days. Some it can take weeks. Some crawl, some bum shuffle. Some miss out those steps. We are all individuals. We are all unique. However, we practice, we stumble, we fall, we get back up and we go again until we achieve the aim we were looking for. And even when we've achieved it, there's still more to learn from it. So to get over the discard, you need something to aim for that's positive in your future. Learning your values, your beliefs, creating who you are as a person again. Who am I? Start doing all the things that you always loved to do that the narcissist didn't allow you to do, or didn't like you doing, or criticized you for doing, and start losing their negative thoughts from within your mind. Recognize that they're the narcissist words and not yours, and they sought to pull you down due to their own insecurities, to feel better about themselves. Them devaluing you as a person, again, has nothing to do with your capabilities and everything to do with the narcissist's insecurities. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, this channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life. If you do find the information helpful, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.